Hello children, a very good morning. So in the last presentation, we dealt with the intrusive igneous rock and different types of intrusive igneous rocks and characteristics of the igneous rock as well. With that, we completed the igneous rock. Now we are going to study about a type of rock which is known as the sedimentary rock. The word sedimentary, it is actually derived from the Latin word which is sedimentum, okay, and the word sedimentum means settling down, or when the dust particles or the eroded rock material, when it is carried down by the river and it is settling down on the bed of the river, ocean or lake, then the formation of sedimentary rock takes place. All the rock materials that are there on the earth's surface, it passes through a process which is known as denudation, and denudation involves two more processes that is known as disintegration and decomposition. Disintegration means just breaking down of the rock material, and decomposition means decay of the rock material. So via these two processes, formation of a new variety of rock takes place. And these rock materials that has been disintegrated, that has been decayed, they are transported by the process which is known as the erosional process. And how does the erosion takes place? It takes place with the help of running water, with the help of gravity, with the help of glacier, with the help of wind, and it gets deposited in some other place other than its place of origin. In the case of the sedimentary rock, the material which is deposited elsewhere, it may be in the large water bodies that are present on the earth's surface, and the transported material, it is known as sediments. They are deposited in horizontal beds in the oceans. It can be on the floor of the lake, it can be on the bed of the rivers, and later on it is compacted, it becomes compact. Why? Because of the weight of the overlying rock material, and it slowly gets converted into sedimentary rock. And this process of compaction of the layer of the rock, that forms sedimentary rock, it is also known as what? It is known as lithification. When this process of compaction takes place and formation of sedimentary rocks takes place, it is known as lithification. And sedimentary rocks are called stratified rocks. That's because it is deposited in strata, or we can also say that it's deposited in layers. Now let us talk about the different types of sedimentary rocks. There are different aspects on the basis of which a sedimentary rock can be divided into different types. It may be based on the origin, from which rock material has it originated, or what kind of composition the rock has, or how has the rock been formed. And not only that, what is the source and nature of the sediments that has formed the rock. It is classified into three types, that is mechanically formed sedimentary rock, chemically formed sedimentary rock, and organically formed sedimentary rock. So now we are going to deal with the first type of sedimentary rock, that is known as the mechanically formed sedimentary rock. This mechanically formed sedimentary rock, it is formed from the fragments of the pre-existing rock, or pieces of the pre-existing rock leads to the formation of the sedimentary rock. Now what happens is, when the process of weathering and erosion takes place, then those eroded material, it is transported to the bed of the river or to the ocean floor, and then the compaction effect takes place. Thus the mechanically formed sedimentary rocks are formed. And it is also known as clastic. Sorry, here there's a spelling mistake. It's written classic. It's not classic, it's clastic rock, okay. And there are many examples of the sedimentary rock, like the conglomerate, sandstone, siltstone, shale. We will deal with this one by one. Now, what exactly is conglomerate? Actually, conglomerate is that kind of rock which is formed with the help of the rounded pebbles that are there, not only there, that semi-rounded pebbles, fragments of rock material, when which is waterborne pebbles and gravels, okay, when they are cemented together by calcium carbonate or by silica, then it is known as conglomerate. Now, the second variety of mechanically formed sedimentary rock is the sandstone, okay? And sandstone, it is a very familiar type of rock. That's because it is well exposed, okay? Most of the time it is exposed on the surface due to weathering. Not only that, it can be easily recognized, as well as it is very resistant to weathering. That is sandstone. Then next comes the siltstone. So siltstone, it is fine grained mechanically formed sedimentary rock. This siltstone, it is so fine grained that sometimes the diameter of the granule of this siltstone, it is just 1/6 or 1/27 of millimeter in diameter, okay? It is finer than sand, but it is coarser than mud. That is the siltstone. Now let us talk about the fourth variety of mechanically formed sedimentary rock. It is the shale. It is also known as mudstone, okay? And it is most abundantly found sedimentary rock. That means it is found everywhere in large quantities. Not only that, it is actually the solidified deposit of mud and clay. When mud and clay mix together and compaction effect takes place, that rock, it is known as the mechanically formed sedimentary rock, that is shale. And it is very soft and it weathers very rapidly, unlike the other variety of mechanically formed sedimentary rock like sandstone. Apart from this four variety of mechanically formed sedimentary rock, we have the other rocks like the Aeolian Sedimentary rock, which has been formed by the transportation and deposition by wind, like example Loess, that is found in the Great Desert of Gobi Desert of China. Then the Glacial Sedimentary rock, which has been formed by the deposition that is brought down by the glacier. It is also known as the moraine. So they are other two types of mechanically formed sedimentary rock. Then we have chemically formed sedimentary rock. So chemically formed sedimentary rock, how is it formed? This rock is formed because of the running water which contains chemical material that is in suspension in the water. We all know that water dissolves many things. So some of the chemicals are also dissolved in water. So when this chemically active water, it comes in contact with the rock material, then it is able to dissolve some of the rock material, and that rock material, it is transported via the running water to the lakes and lagoon, okay, and there it is being deposited and compacted. In this way also the formation of chemically formed sedimentary rock takes place. Otherwise, what happens is this deposition which has taken place in the lakes and lagoons, so when the water, if it is a shallow lake or lagoon, when the water evaporates, at that time the rocks become compact. Thus the formation of chemically formed sedimentary rock takes place. Some of the examples of the chemically formed sedimentary rock is gypsum, rocksalt, dolomite, okay, they are the examples. Now let's talk about organically formed sedimentary rock. These organic rock consist of the remains of sea plant as well as sea animals, okay, which has been buried and preserved in the rocks for a very long time. And we can say that it is the sediments that are derived from the disintegration and decomposition of the plants and animals, which have been buried for a very long time. That's why it is also called fossil. And it contains large quantities of lime. Sometimes it consists of calcium carbonate, so they are known as calcareous rock. When it consists of lots of carbon, then we call it carbonaceous rock. The dead and decayed vegetative matter which consist of twigs of the plant and leaves, which has been buried in the swamp. It is accumulated to a great thickness. As time passes by, what happens is this plant that has been deposited, it loses many of its element except for carbon. Carbon is still present in it. That's because of the heat and pressure. Okay, and it gets converted into different varieties of coal. They are found especially in the sites of the swampy area. They have this deposit of coal. Petroleum is also found in these areas. This is all for today, girls. We will continue with the characteristics of sedimentary rock in the next presentation. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.